Desmond's Flicks is made possible by the incredible support from the Patreon community. If you'd like to help support the channel and keep it going, consider becoming a Patreon today. Link is in the description below. Plus, you'll gain access to awesome perks. Now let's get into the video. With the release of the Slumber Party Massacre remake right around the corner, let's take a look back at the 1982 original. Directed by Amy Holden Jones, written by Rita Mae Brown, and starring Michelle Michaels, Robin Still, and Michael Vieira. The film follows a senior in high school who gets her friends together for a slumber party. Unfortunately, a serial killer with a power drill is loose in her neighborhood. The Slumber Party Massacre made $3.6 million at the box office on a budget of $220,000. Since its release, two subsequent films have been released and has garnered a cult following. Before we go any further, I will be going into full plot spoilers. So if you'd like to avoid these spoilers, skip ahead to the timestamp on screen. Trish Devereaux is an 18-year-old high school senior residing in Venice, California. She decides to have a slumber party while her parents are out of town. Her neighbor, Mr. Content, has the job of checking in on the girls. Elsewhere, an escaped mass murderer by the name of Russ Thorne kills a telephone repair woman and steals her van. Trish meets up with her friends Kim, Jackie, and Diane after an intense game of basketball. Trish invites Valerie, the new girl, to the slumber party, but she declines after she hears one of the girls talking smack. After school, Linda, one of their classmates, goes to retrieve a book but gets locked inside the school. She's then attacked by Russ Thorne, and after a bit of hide and seek, she becomes Russ Thorne's second victim. Later at the slumber party, the girls are smoking the ganja and getting properly sauced. Meanwhile, Valerie babysits her younger sister, Courtney, across the street.
Okay, but do me a favor and don't tear out the centerfold this time.
Jeff and Neil, two boys from school, spy on the girls while they change like two proper creepers. While the dude bros play Peeping Tom, Russ is keeping himself busy by adding to his body count by killing Mr. Content. Diane goes off to meet up with her boyfriend, but finds him decapitated in his car, and then is killed shortly thereafter by Russ. The group, being completely unaware of the carnage that's happening just out of eyesight, order pizza while they're on the phone with their coach Jana. When they answer the door, they find that the pizza delivery dude had his eyes drilled out. The group arm themselves as Jeff and Neil run for help. While the guys are being horribly murdered, Jackie gets a gnarly case of the munchies.
Well, life goes on after all, and eating makes me feel best. When I feel bad, and boy, do I feel bad. Oh, I feel better already, really I do.
After killing both Jeff and Neil, Russ gets into the house and kills Jackie, which leads to Trish and Kim barricading themselves in Trish's bedroom. While the pair have their backs turned, Russ enters through an open window and kills Kim as Trish gets away. Valerie and Courtney make their way over to Trish's house and find Kim dead in the fridge. The pair then proceed to hide from Russ Thorne. Growing concerned over the phone call she had with the girls earlier in the night, Coach Jana arrives at Trish's house, only to find Russ doing his best Solid Snake impression. Coach Jana and Russ have a standoff, with Courtney and Trish aiding in the assist. Unfortunately for Coach Jana, she's disemboweled by Russ's drill. After finding the right tool for the job, Valerie chases Russ with a machete and hacks his drill off. She then severs his hand and slices his stomach open as he falls in a pool. The girls, believing Russ Thorne is dead, take a collective sigh of relief. That is until Russ emerges from the pool to terrorize the girls further. As Russ yeets himself through the air like a flying squirrel, Valerie impales him with the machete, killing him. Valerie and Trish both break down, while Courtney is locked in a 1,000-yard stare as the credits roll. The original screenplay, written by Rita Mae Brown, was titled Sleepless Nights and was a parody of the slasher genre. Producers repurposed Brown's script and it became the Slumber Party Massacre. First-time director Amy Holden Jones, who had been a film editor, acquired equipment, film, and hired actors. Holden Jones and her husband shot the scenes at their house over a weekend for $1,000. She showed the result to Roger Corman, who then agreed to finance the film. The Slumber Party Massacre is a film I discovered about 4 years ago, and it's quickly become one of my all-time favorite slashers of the 1980s. It's one of the slashers that gets often overlooked. One of the things that really stuck out to me about the Slumber Party Massacre is how funny it is.
You know, I think your tits are getting bigger. Mine?
The characters are all a lot of fun and perfectly encapsulate early 80s slashers. Michael Viela, who played the role of Russ Thorne, based his movement after a peacock.
I am a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Over the past 4 years, I've seen the Slumber Party Massacre at least 10 times, which is why I give the Slumber Party Massacre an instant classic. No matter how many times I've rewatched the Slumber Party Massacre, I still have an absolute blast. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'll see you guys on the next video.